There comes a time in every person's life where the silence is louder than the noise, where the world seems to move on without you, where betrayal isn't just a word, it's a memory, and heartbreak isn't just pain, it's a storm in your chest. That time, right there, that's your test. Not the easy moments, not the ones filled with applause or comfort, but the ones where everything in you says, I can't do this anymore. But you do it anyway. Pain will visit you. Loss, rejection, failure, they all come knocking. But the question is not if pain comes. The question is, what will you do when it does? Will you break down and surrender? Or will you rise, bleeding and bruised, but undefeated? Because here's the truth. Pain is power in disguise. It's fuel. It's raw energy. But only if you learn how to use it. Most people are used by their pain. They let it define them. They let betrayal make them bitter. They let heartbreak make them closed off. They let failure make them afraid to try again. But a few, a rare few, use pain as their launch pad. They say, you broke me, good, now watch what I build from the pieces. They take that hurt, that rejection, that trauma, and they mold it into something unstoppable. They lift themselves with the same hands that were once clenched in despair. They build strength not because they had no choice, but because they made one, to never let pain own them again. Your heartbreak? Use it. It taught you what love should never feel like. It showed you the value of loyalty. It woke you up. So now, stay awake. Guard your heart, but don't harden it. Keep your love soft, but your standard strong. Your betrayal? Use it. It taught you who was never on your side to begin with. It cleared your circle. Now, fill it with fire, with focus, with people who mirror your intensity, not mock it. Your failure? Use it. Every missed shot, every broken dream, every rejection, leave. That's fuel. That's direction. That's the universe saying, not this door, try another, and walk louder this time. You don't grow in comfort. You grow in chaos. Not in applause, but in silence. Not in certainty, but in risk. And not in perfection, but in pain. So if life has wounded you, congratulations. You're in the forge now. This is where warriors are made. This is where legends are born. But hear me clearly. You cannot numb your way to strength. You cannot avoid the pain and expect to grow. You cannot bury the hurt and think it will stay buried. Because what you don't face will eventually face you. So face it now. Feel it. Bleed. Cry. Break if you have to. But rebuild stronger, wiser, sharper. Don't just heal. Evolve. Don't just survive. Transform. Let your scars become symbols of power. Not pain. They laughed at your dreams. They'll choke on your success. They tried to break you? Good. You were never meant to be soft. You were meant to be forged. In fire, in failure, in truth. Somewhere inside you is a version of yourself that doesn't flinch at storms, that doesn't beg for approval, that doesn't fear pain, but welcomes it like an old friend, because they know pain built this. And here's something no one tells you. The greatest revenge is not anger. It's not silence. It's not even success. The greatest revenge is clarity. Knowing exactly who you are, what you deserve, and walking away from anything that tries to shrink you. You've been underestimated? Use that. You've been counted out? Good. Now count yourself in. You don't need their validation. You need your vision. You need your why. You need your fight. And every time life knocks you down, remember, you've been here before, and you rose. Every scar is a reminder, not of the pain, but of the strength it took to keep going. You were not born to quit. You were not born to shrink. You were not born to break quietly. You were born to take that pain and make it power, to take that betrayal and build boundaries, to take that failure and craft a fire so hot that nothing can dim it. You either use it or be used by it. The choice is yours.